What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and today I'm going to be summoning on the Spring Banner. I'm so happy that May finally got an alt. I love Jeremy Lee's voice acting. She is one of my favorite Shadows of Valentia characters and a lot of people have been waiting for her to get some kind of alt. Now, I just wish that Bowie also gets something, but maybe he will get it next year to join me. In this spring festival. Okay, she's gonna be showing up 5-star me. That is a good start. All right, on my very first patch, I got her. Her tome is actually pretty good. If you don't have Arcane Truth Fire, still has a lot of true damage, and it also has the Omni Crux effect, so you can support your allies. I got plus speed IV. She does a really high base attack, and magical null follow-up being on these 4-star focus units is really good. I'm glad that they're putting these kinds of tier 4 skills on these 4-star focuses on the seasonal banner. It just started with newer Tana, and I think it's about time they do something like this because so many builds need, some kind of null follow-up or magical null follow-up for the piercing. And you have a limited amount from the divine codes and the random summons that you do. It's interesting to me, like, when did Jeremy Lee voice me? Because she doesn't voice Rhea in her duo version right now. Like, she just came out. So was this Spring May alt made like many months back, like before the strike started or something like that? And if so, then she probably already recorded the voice lines for the Resplendent version. So we should be getting that soon, I think. Okay, Catcher showing up here. I'm hoping that I can get like 2 copies of Plumeria, because Shadow Smite is really good for the fodder, and I don't really care much about the fodder of Eitr, but I want to give this to my Summer Mercedes, of course, for the piercings. So if I get 2 copies of Veyle, that would be perfect. I'll just give that to Summer Mercedes, and in the future, whenever we get like a better attune scale for these range cavaliers, it would help because I've compressed the, trace and resonance in slot B. So I was expecting some kind of side grade to resonance because they made Potent Disarm from Potent of Emblem Marth. They made Lagu's Loyalty out of, Lagu's Friend. We probably were going to be getting some kind of resonance side grade, but this is like an upgrade for Flyers and Cavaliers. Like, no reason not to run it if you have this and resonance both. I mean, this is just better. Okay, I'm gonna get Plumeria here. Let's go. Spring Plumeria showing up. So she's definitely one of my favorite OCs in FEH, because of how her story is and how she actually is. She appears a bit different than what she actually is. And I found that really interesting, so I do like her. And now, let's listen to their Harmonic conversation.
And for the grand finale, there! All finished.
Yes, and so our spectacle has reached its point of completion. Now disperse, all of you.
The crowd certainly seemed to enjoy our performance.
That's all well and good for them. Do you really not mind?
Mind what?
That they were all leering at us the entire time. It was obscene.
Well, I know what it's like to get embarrassed when people stare, but...
Then you understand. They look straight through your clothes and imagine you without them.
Even when I get flustered, I still want an audience when I'm performing, so I just try to set my nerves aside.
But you're always shrieking, "Don't look at me! How embarrassing!" So, which is it?
It's just that Being looked at can be a little overwhelming sometimes. That's all.
So you'd have it both ways, hmm? Typical mortal way of thinking.
If you could think that way, maybe you wouldn't feel so uncomfortable around people.
Out of the question. That's just what they'd all love, I'm sure. Not that anything I do turns them away. I call them out as the filth they are, and they clamor for more. Why?
Who could say?
Indeed. As ever, mortals defy all comprehension.
I did get her with the plus defense IV. I'm glad that they finally gave Stronghold on some other unit, honestly. It's such a good skill. So much better than Fortifications. If anything, I personally think that Fortifications is way too overrated. You gotta initiate to set up the terrain and everything. I mean, it is useful for sure, but it's not as useful as, you know, a lot of people put it on the builds. It's mainly because it's present on like Brave Alphonse. If Stronghold was a bit easily available, it would be the choice for a lot of the builds. Alright, so got 2 focus units, which is absolutely fantastic. Now I just need to get 2 copies of Veyle. That would be amazing if I can summon, you know, 1 copy here, because then I'm gonna be able to spark, which is gonna be ensuring that my Summer Mercy gets her sloppy skill, and then I also want to give the fodder of Legendary Sakura. So I just, you know, give the new skills to Mercedes. I think that's really fun to me. I know back then, like many years ago, I would show a bit more restraint, but now, not really. I mean, I'm gonna do what makes the game fun for me, so I don't really care much who I have to fodder. I mean, of course, I'll keep 1 copy of that unit because, you know, I want to test out the things, sometimes the effects and such, you know, interactions, but still. The extra copy, I mean, you guys already know that I don't really have the highest opinion of merges right now, unless it's like a Emblem or Mythic or Legendary Hero or something like that. But even then, I would say that +1 Legendary Hero is enough for the bonus rotation, a lot of the times. Having more is definitely going to be making it more comfortable so that you could stay in tier 21, but still, Mercy needs to have the food here. Lon'qu showing up, let's go. Yeah, I really like Lon'qu because of his backstory. His support with Cherche is my favorite. I know Spring Banner is not the most ideal theme for him, but nonetheless, I'm happy that he got an ult. And maybe because he has gotten this ult, he would get some kind of other ult, maybe a ninja ult, something like that, maybe a swords man tournament or something like that, festival like that. That could be something. We have a lot of sword-loving people in Fire Emblem and even in just Awakening. So I'm really happy with Lon'qu, even though he didn't have a preferred weapon. I'm gonna get another Mei. Oh, right, so that's gonna be +1. This is also plus speed. Okay. So I really love the support of Cherche and Cordelia with Lon'qu. Even the support with Pain is really nice. And Lon'qu just has so many memorable one-liners to me that I just love him for that. His voice acting is really good. And I also even like his interaction with Gregor. It kind of reminds me of the interaction between Joshua and Garrick, in a sense, with how the young swordsmen think they know everything, but they actually don't. And there are people that are more experienced than them. Even though they are old, they might seem outdated, but still, they know the things. Respect your elders, I guess. Norn showing up here, Varian as well. Another Riz. Okay, just need to get 1 Veyle. That's all. I think I've gotten enough Mei. I wouldn't mind getting a plus attack IV1, but that's fine. I think I'll try for just Veyle and Eitr now, sniping the red and the blue stones. Okay, that is gonna be the batch. The game heard me. Okay, you're showing up. So let us begin with the questions that you guys have left in the comments. As always, if you want me to answer any kind of question in a summoning video, you could leave them in the comments with the hashtag question. The hashtag is really important so that I can find your question. So the first question is by the Fire Emblem Arena Grinder. Yeah, I relate to that. What unit did you enjoy the most for what was at release a unique effect in their weapon? For me, Ares having Special Spiral in his sword months before becoming a skill made him really unique. I still remember how excited you were to get him in the BEE before Eldigan era. Oh my god, I love that. So this could be the question of the day. Let me know in the comments which unique unit you like the most that had the first release of a new effect. So yeah, I did like Ares quite a lot. The Special Spiral effect was amazing. But I think if I had to give an answer of my overall favorite, I would pick Layla, the original Layla. That swapping that she could have with the support partner was so amazing for that time. Now sure, you would need to smite your other unit and set up, but it was so unique. And the fact that she could run Disarm Trap was also insane for that time in Eitr raids. I would just have so much fun with her and Vantage Soth with Broadleaf Fan. So she would just go in, debuff everything, and then Soth would, swap positions and then Vantage everything. Extremely, extremely fun. So, I am gonna be hoping that I can get Eitr here. I wouldn't mind getting Plumeria because, her fodder is really, really good. I guess I don't not need to bother with May anymore. So Layla is definitely the most favorite effect of mine that was first introduced on her. Now we do, of course, have the lookout skills, active lookout and lookout force, which are so good on the dagger units. It's just amazing. I guess I could get the 40 summons in actually and spark my Veyle here. Yeah, Veyle is gonna be the priority. They should really make a Rearmed or Attuned Beast. I don't know why they're not doing it. They seem to be making extremely strong beast units in the last book, and there are many beast units that are really, really popular. You could make Attuned Tibarn, Naysala, there's just so many units. Nyla, you can make them Rearmed. They just made Arcane Nihility and then forgot about Arcane Beast weapons. Hello, the infantry units need something. So here is Veyle. I got her and hopefully I'm able to get another copy of her because I want to give this to my Summer Mercy. I already gave her the Crystalline Water, so unfortunately not the best usage, I guess, of the fodder. But I mean, that was the skill she needed at that time. Alright, there is Plumeria, Veyle, yeah. I'll just try for the red and the colorless stones now, hoping to get another Veyle. Attack resistance, resound is really, really good. Okay, I'm gonna get Robin. He is gonna be getting a refine this year. I hope it's a good one. And I hope he gets a lot of useful effects, like supportive effects. They love giving offensive weapons to the supportive units for some reason. His Rally Spectrum, unfortunately, is not really all that unique. We have got so many pre-impulses, so many ways of getting those special jumps, basically. And they should have made it so that Rally Spectrum worked with Gale Force. I disliked it even back then when it came out, and then they released Winter Edelgard, whose special jumps would work with it. It was so weird, why? Could you not have released this on a Brave unit that is known for this effect, like Rally Spectrum? Come on, man. So Robin definitely needs help. He's not gonna be getting a remix though. The next question is asking me, would you rather for a month, A, not be able to use anything, units, weapons, skills, emblem ranks from the past year or so, let's say from January 2024 onwards isn't allowed, or B, have battle preview not work for you so that you have to manually calculate all of the math and outcomes for yourself, all while you try and get the best outcomes in all of the PvP game modes? Actually, yeah. So this is a fairly easy to pick. I would just pick option B because I play so much that I already know that what matchups are gonna be there. So I would argue that the battle preview is already not that good anymore. Like, it doesn't show the real reason why your 99 damage is doing 0 damage and their HP is not even moving. Turns out the unit has got like 4 layers of flat damage reduction. I mean, losing the battle preview would mean that you're not able to see the -50 attack like some Attuned Beasts inflicts on you. But still, I would rather play without the battle preview. Yeah, actually, in competitive game modes, the matchups that you're gonna be facing are gonna be the meta ones, so you probably have an idea of when you can get the kills, how you can get the kills, and how much damage they will do. It's not really possible to one-round KO some of the units without certain support, and once you have that certain support, like Catria or this Spring Plumeria that gives you true damage, I mean, if you quad them, they're not gonna be surviving. So I would definitely pick option B. Interesting question, but yeah, they need to upgrade the battle preview. That just shows you that how out of date it is. It doesn't show you the damage reduction the enemy is getting. So I would rather just calculate it like normally, because it's mostly the true damage and flat damage reduction that is a problem. I will try for Veyle and Eitr, and if I don't get them that easily, I think I'll try for the Legendary Sakura Banner for a while, because I did not make a summoning video on that. Thought I would just combine it in the spring video for the summons. Legendary Sakura is incredibly powerful unit, and she is absurd in like competitive game modes, especially in arena and summoner duels. Oh my god, this unit is insane. Like, I don't remember the last time a legendary unit gave me this much trouble in my arena run. I mean, the legendary units of past 1 or 2 years have been pretty tame. I mean, Legendary Olivia was a bit annoying with her warping, but now, not really. Like, she doesn't kill Marnie or even my female Kana. So there haven't really been that many like annoying units, but Sakura is another one, because on turn 1, her Ice Log doesn't give her extra action. That's fine. I mean, you're not able to reach her or her team and attack her on turn 1. Unless you have some really premium units, because with the free-to-play units, there's no way you're reaching the enemy on first turn. Okay, I'm gonna get Edward. He does have Breath of Life 4, and then on turn 2, she's gonna be having Ice Lock. She's gonna be enabling the warping, and then she gives the ice terrain, so you cannot even chase after her teammates, and she then snipes you with Lindring, and she is really powerful herself. And then the other units warp in, kill her units, and go out with the salvage. Okay, I'm gonna get Eitr here. Let's go. So I did get all of the focus units then. Just need to get Veyle for the fodder. All right. Completely neutral Ivy. She does have Nimble Beast and Bestial Agility. I do think Bestial Assault is better than this. The null follow-up effect isn't nearly as required as the piercing, I would say, and it's a bit easier to outsource it. And having that native piercing can be really, really helpful. I'll just try and summon on the circle and then go onto the Legendary Sakura Banner. So Sakura is really, really powerful. Like, if you would tell any kind of Fates fan that Legendary Ryoma in this game is not really that strong and Legendary Sakura is, they might laugh at you, but that is the reality, unfortunately. She is easily one of the, I would say, must-have units if you're really, really try-hard competitive, especially in summoner duels, I would say. So now let's try on the colorless stone and try to get Sakura. I of course want to get 2 copies of her as well, because I want to give her fodder to my Mercy. Wow, what a surprise. Now next I'm gonna tell you that the sky is blue. And on the redstone there is a dagger. I wouldn't mind getting her reposition gate so that I can just duplicate it with my Attuned Hector. Attuned Hector did win Hero Rises, and we also are able to spark him on the Hero Rises banner, even if you do not have FEH Pass, and then you get another copy from the Divine Codes, which is amazing. So you can use his inheritance 3 times, even if you start using him now. And then if you did summon for him before and you spark for him, then you have 4 uses, and then he's going to be getting a Forging Bonzer run. Probably that banner is really powerful. Rearmed Layla is going to be really strong, and I feel like he's going to be winning, so that's going to be another copy. So 5 uses is something you could get out of him without much of a trouble, even if you're not a whale. So that is something that you could use to upgrade your armors. But of course, you shouldn't be doing it just for the sake of it. You should be using his inheritance if you really need it. But I think that this encounter echo could be given to many of the units, so it is a pretty universal skill, and I would suggest not feeling too bad if that's the only skill you're foddering him for, along with something like, reposition gate that you can duplicate. I'm gonna be making like a full in-depth guide on it actually. Plus speed, minus defense. I did kill one of my Ectoniers for attack defense XL, so good to have him back. Getting another Hatron wouldn't be bad for the Stronghold. I think Arthur is the most summoned unit for me right now in the game. I've got the most amount of combat manuals for him. It's like over 120. And like over 100 of them is simply from the 4-star manual, so that's that. So Ectonier showing up here instead of Sakura. I just hope that I can get her, and then I can spark her, because the sway skills are needed on these healers if you want to really optimize them, because running Wrathful, Staff, Sacred Seal is just not it. Seal slot is so important, and running it in the slot B with Poetic Justice, I guess, is fine with Dazzling Refine, but ideally there are just so many better skills you can give to healers. Resonance, the Attack Resistance Discord, Speed Resistance Discord. Now we have got Defense Resistance Discord. There's just so much options for infantry healers at the very least. And for the other healers that are not infantry, like Flyers and Cavaliers, we do have the slot B skill, Fallen Veil, the one with Resonance and Trace built in it. So it is optimal if you're really trying to take your favorite to the peak. I think I'll just summon on the redstone and then dip here. That's probably for the better. The next question is asking me, do you have any advice for the returning player or players and what to focus on? I have a friend who has recently returned, and he last played properly when Winter Chrome and Friends were released. Oh my god, 2017. So, I mean, might as well consider him like a completely new player who never played FEH, because only playing until 2017, I mean, none of those units are really gonna be not gonna be making that big of a difference. So the biggest advice I would give is to probably collect all of the orbs and try and summon on the Hero Rises banner immediately, because emblem rings are the priority. No matter your playstyle, casual, competitive, semi-competitive, doesn't matter. Emblem heroes are so good that they give value to your entire barracks. You can use them on like any game mode, and you can always have like 4 of them on your team in most of the game modes on your team, and you can lock your team. It just helps you so much. So the experience of playing FEH without emblem ring is like drastically different, and emblem rings are necessary. So I would suggest to pull for emblem heroes. I'm gonna get Sakura, let's go. There we go. Mercy got her skills now. So I would suggest pulling for the emblem heroes, the Hero Fest of Marth, and then trying to summon on the Hero Rises banner that's coming up. because the Hero Rises banner will completely catch you up and give you units for each archetype, each role. Like you get Emblem Lin, like you could get Emblem Lin, for example, to get the Lin ring. I get the, one of the best ranged nukes in the entire game. Yes, she can be countered by a lot of saves, but she is still really, really strong, and she also has good support. Then you get the best AoE nuke in the game in Emblem Sigurd, and the best Cavalier pretty much. So you could, have that as well from the blue color. Then you get newer Nidhogger and Mythic Nidhogger in the red pool and one in the blue pool. Okay, Mercy showing up, she's happy. So you basically get a top tier far save, and then you get some warp blocking with newer Nidhogger. And you could easily make like your Mythic Nidhogger or Neon Nidhogger if you want to as a near save. So you could have like top tier saves. You could even do that with your Attuned Hector that he gets. There is near save in the Divine Codes, so you could have both saves even as a very new player. But I mean, both Nidhoggers being higher ground and twin far save is still fine. I would argue that making Hector into a near savior is gonna be a bit better. I'm gonna get a Zura here, alright. I do have her at +10. She loves the new Johanna Lance. And then you get Ninja Lucina, one of the best supportive nukes in the entire game, who can debuff in middle of the turn with her detect scale. And she is incredibly powerful herself. Like, she has got a high ceiling of true damage than what you would expect out of a unit that can quad attack. Okay, I'm talking about Lucina. Chrome just keeps showing up here. And then, of course, you get Attuned Hector as a free unit, so you already have a really good unit who can set up the stone terrain, help you combat the AoE specials of Emblem Sigurd, and he can also function as a far savior, really good one, and also as a near savior, really good one. It's just that Armored Beacon is not going to be working with near save. You will need to have armor placed, but even without it, I mean, still it's fine if you're just getting back into the game, I feel like. And then you have Attuned Temera, one of the best Omni tanks in the game. You, at that point, have 2 attuned units, so now you can use their fodder and make 2, like, decent units. I'm gonna complete my Sanaki at +10 merge, and this is minus attack. So this was the last Sanaki merge I needed. I, for some reason, stopped merging her, like stopped getting her in 2-3 years. I got her a lot in the earlier years. And on the Hero Rises banner, you also get Legendary Eitr, one of the modern legendary units. Extremely good melee nuke. I would say that one of the best melee nukes in the entire game because of her special and also the potent support that she can give. So she can make your nukes even better. And then you just run her with the units that you have gotten on this Hero Rises banner, like Emblem Lin and also Ninja Lucina, and then they can have like the potent hit and be really, really good as a ranged nuke. So as a returning player, it just goes without saying, you should summon on the Hero Rises, try to get the emblems, and try and get the units out of that banner. The blue and the red color share is good, gives you a lot of value, and even if you miss some of these units, that's fine. Like, you still have one Nidhogger that you may get from blue or red, and even if you don't, you get Attuned Hector for free as it is. So still, you could have the choice of sparking Emblem Lin and having the Lin ring. I would suggest prioritizing Lin ring over Sigurd ring actually. I mean, Lin ring is a bit better, and you're also immediately able to use the Lin ring on many of the older and modern units. But with the Sigurd ring, some of the units like Brave Alphorns, for example, that you may also get from the Choose Your Legends free summon that new players do see. And you could try and get that, and he doesn't need Emblem Sigurd ring, so that's why I would prioritize the Lin ring. So that's all of my advice for the returning and new players. Queen Elincia is gonna be showing up here. Let's go. Minus attack as well. Okay, minus attack seems to be the trend. Alright, so now I can just spark Legendary Sakura and then go from there. Because then I'll be having at least one copy of her as I fodder the other one to my Mercedes. So I'll just summon on the 3 stones here. I'm gonna get Marin, let's go. Oh, her princess is showing up in Here Arises, so maybe that's why. Yeah, she does have the good extraction and the bonus doubler and the piercing support, and I feel like even attack wave in is kind of good on many of the brave weapon users when you stack up a lot of true damage, so it does help. Like with the axe that Spring Lon'qu has got. I'm gonna get Caspar here.
Noble.
Right, so now I can just spark on Legendary Sakura and feed her skills to Mercy. Alright, there she is. I did think that maybe we would get Leo first. Sakura was definitely not something a lot of people expected or anything like that. So here she is. I think I might use this Ivy instead of that one. Neutral Ivy one might be a bit better. I don't really have enough orbs to go and get Spring Veyle right now, but I guess I'll try for the Fallen version, who also has the follow-up Scowl. I wish they increased the range of Veiled Scowl effect like to 3 spaces. I mean, yes, she has got the 7 flat damage reduction, but like the restriction of having like a Scowl effect to only 2 spaces is not that good. Like making the Scowl effect be 2 spaces like does not match its value. I feel like it's not as valuable compared to, like, you know, Breath of Life healing, for example, or something like that. So I would have probably made it 3 spaces. I mean, Setheth has got his support in 3 spaces, or Duo Rhea has got her support in 3 spaces. So that would make sense to me, but unfortunately they didn't. At least like they gave her the other support that she could use and not just be a Scowl support. From here, I already have... Okay, yeah, I'll try for Brave Ike. I do have normal Ike at +10. Oh, I'm gonna get Brave Ike. Let's go. Alright. Plus HP IV. I am gonna be merging him up. And then we have got this Fates banner, pretty much with Azura and Yukimura. I'll try for the Greenstone. Having 2 attuned units on this color sharing, it's crazy. The odds is pretty nice for this kind of 3-unit banner, honestly. But it's a shame that you're not able to spark on it. Like, why? It's such a good banner. If you really want to get, like, both of them. So I do have Jeffrey that I'm going to be getting, Lucia, Soren, and Legendary Micaiah. I actually was able to build all 4 of them perfectly, like near perfectly, 99%. So the new quality of life change that they've done with the holoforms, where you're able to get 3 skills on the highest chamber, which is chamber 25, does make it so that you're able to have more chances at the best build that you're trying to aim for. So those are all of my summons from the main account, and now let's go to the free-to-play account. On the free-to-play account, I have saved up 200 orbs, and I'm gonna be able to save up more until the Here Arises, and also until the new Emblem Hero banner at the end of this month. That's probably gonna be Emblem Roy, I feel like. So 201 free-to-play orbs, there's no middle row, so all of them are completely free-to-play. I did spend a substantial amount to get Duo Rhea because she is absurdly good. I needed a very good Near Savior. I already have, you know, Attuned Hector, Nidhogre as the Far Savior, but not really any kind of good Near Savior. I thought I would make Hector into a Near Savior. And I do not even have my Plus and Marnie as a Near Savior. And the thing with Rhea is that I don't have Near Nidhogre, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting her on a Here Arises with my luck or not. So that is a warp blocking skill I can have compressed into a save unit. So that is extremely good competitively, and she is insane, honestly, as a unit. So I thought I couldn't just leave her, and I thought I would still have enough orbs to spark on the Here Arises banner. So here I am going to be trying to get Legendary Micaiah. I may get the Pharma even from this free-to-play account on Legendary Micaiah because she just kills a lot of the armors, and I think any kind of unit that can make your life easy, and if you like them as well, then it's a win-win. Like, there's nothing better than that. You get to use them a lot, and you also have fun using them then. Alright. Let's see, my free summon luck. I mean, you could not give me any kind of good units here, but just give me Legendary Sakura on the free summon. Or maybe like Spring Plumeria. I wouldn't exactly mind that. Saving up my luck for that. I'll try for the greenstone. I do have like some merges on my Mamori. Cast bar plus attack. I also got a plus speed 1 on the main account. From here, Pent and Louise are gonna be getting a refine soon. I'm gonna be trying for the colorless stone. I'm gonna get Break Clawed. Alright, that's amazing. I mean, there's no, you know, reason to not merge him. His fodder isn't really all that good with Fury 4, basically. Not a bad 4-star special raid unit. I don't have Eitr. I don't have Fallen Veyle. I think I'll try for the Bluestone. There is a chance that I might get, you know, May if I try on the Bluestone. Merlinus is nice for the Wings of Mercy. Not too shabby. And now Legendary Sakura Banner. Oh my god. Not even a colorless stone. Don't do me like this. I'll try on the redstone. Yeah, maybe I'll get Dagger. Nope, Ogma. Okay. Alright, you better save up my luck for Spring Plumeria or something like that, I swear. 2 blue stones, okay. We'll try. We'll try for Spring Plumeria with these 2 stones. Yeah, I'll try for this. Blue stone. Maybe I'll get Spring Plumeria. Nope. Alright, so that is gonna be the summoning here. That's fine. I'll save my luck for the Hero Rises and Emblem Hero Banner. So let me know in the comments how your summons went, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like. You could click the link on the screen right now to check out my breakdown of the Spring Banner, and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as the amount of Rearmed BC nets we have in the game. So with that, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.